stop right now, because what I'm about to tell you will change the way people treat you forever. And I'm not exaggerating. We're taught our whole lives to be nice, to be available, to reply right away. But here's the dark truth nobody wants to admit. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is the exact opposite. What if the key to making someone respect you isn't giving them more of your attention, but taking it away completely? If you click away now, you might just stay stuck in that same cycle of chasing validation and getting hurt by people who don't deserve your time. But if you stay, I promise you, you'll walk away with a power that most will never understand. This is the art of ignoring people. And trust me, once you see how this works, you'll never look at your own value the same way again. Silence isn't weakness, it's a weapon. When you go silent, the person you are ignoring is left alone with a void, and their mind will start desperately filling that void with their own insecurities and fears. This isn't about being passive. This is about understanding a brutal psychological truth. Withholding your attention is a form of power. But this power is a double-edged sword, and this is where we have to be brutally honest. Wielded correctly, it's about self-preservation. It's how you protect your energy from people who exist only to drain it. But when it's used as a weapon in a close relationship, to punish, to control, it becomes what psychologists call emotional abuse. The silent treatment is a malicious tool that leaves deep psychological scars. To understand this art, you have to understand both faces of silence. You have to know when it protects you and when it's being used to destroy someone else. The power is ruthless because its effects are profound, and to master it, or even just to defend yourself from it, you first have to understand what it does to the human mind. Why does being ignored hurt so damn much? The answer is wired deep into our DNA. For our ancestors, getting cast out from the tribe was a death sentence. It meant no food, no protection, no help. Social connection wasn't a nice to have, it was everything. Your brain hasn't forgotten this. Neuroscience has shown that the emotional pain of being excluded lights up similar regions in the brain as physical pain. When you get ignored, your brain's anterior cingulate cortex fires up, an area that's also active when you feel actual physical pain. That feeling in your chest isn't a metaphor. As far as your brain is concerned, the hurt is real. And here's the first brutal truth you need to understand. Ignoring someone doesn't just make them feel bad. It inflicts a sensation your brain can interpret as real pain. This creates a psychological vacuum. The person being ignored is left with zero information, and their mind scrambles to fill it. They replay every conversation, second-guess everything they did, and obsess over what went wrong. You haven't just disappeared, you've created a puzzle their brain can't stop trying to solve. You're living in their head, rent-free. There's a principle from psychology you need to know, made famous by Dr. Robert Cialdini. It's called the scarcity principle, and it's simple. People value what's hard to get. When something is scarce, it becomes more desirable. Your attention is a currency. When you give it away to anyone who asks, it's cheap. But when you pull back, when you become selective, your attention suddenly becomes a scarce and valuable resource. It's human nature to want what we can't have. By ignoring someone, you're not just being quiet. You're making your validation, your approval, and your presence a rare commodity. Now, here's where it gets dark. Manipulators use this instinctively. A person who strategically withdraws communication knows it provokes a desperate reaction. The person being ignored feeling that loss of attention, might start abandoning their own self-respect just to win it back. This creates a toxic cycle where the victim starts equating attention with approval and silence with their own failure. Understanding this principle is to understand why your absence can suddenly make you the only thing someone thinks about. It's not a game. It's a brutal feature of our psychology. When you ignore someone deliberately and for a long time, the final result is the complete dismantling of their confidence. It sends a devastating message. You're not even worth a response. It makes a person feel invisible, erased, and worthless. At first, they might feel confused or angry, but as the silence continues, that anger turns inward. It curdles into self-doubt. They start to believe they are the problem. They become obsessed with pleasing the person ignoring them, desperately hoping to say or do the one thing that will finally end the silence and prove they are worthy. And I know this hits hard, because we've all felt a version of this. In severe cases, being subjected to chronic silent treatment can cause real psychological damage, including symptoms of anxiety, depression, and even trauma. It's a ruthless tool because it doesn't just win an argument. It can make someone question their own right to exist. And you need to understand this so you can recognize it and protect yourself from it. This is where you need to draw a hard line. And honestly, this is the part most people miss. There's a huge difference between using silence as a tool for control and using it as an act of self-preservation. First, let's call out the toxic version, the silent treatment as emotional abuse. This is when someone in a relationship, a partner, a family member, intentionally cuts off all communication to punish and control you. They use their silence to make you feel isolated, desperate, and powerless. This is never okay. It is a destructive, manipulative tactic. But then there's the other side. Strategic ignoring to protect your own energy. Let me give you a practical framework for this. Think of it as the difference between cold ignoring and warm ignoring. Cold ignoring is for toxic people, energy vampires, and anyone who repeatedly disrespects you. You cut them off completely. No response, no acknowledgement, nothing. You become a stone wall. Your silence starves their negativity of the attention it needs to survive. Warm ignoring is more subtle. It's for people you can't just cut out, maybe a co-worker or a distant relative. It's delayed responses, shorter replies, less emotional energy. You are politely boring. You disengage without declaring war. This isn't about playing games. This is about boundaries. This is you deciding who is worthy of your words and who is only worthy of your silence. The power of ignoring isn't in the silence itself. It's in the storm it creates in the other person's mind. It triggers our deepest fears, creates a painful void, and uses the scarcity of your attention to make it an obsession. But this power is ruthless, and you have to respect it. To weaponize it against someone who loves you is to engage in emotional abuse. True mastery isn't about breaking other people. It's about building an unshakable foundation of self-respect. It's the wisdom to know when to fight and the strength to say nothing when your peace is on the line. And listen, I'm not going to tell you this is easy. It's not. The first time you don't respond to that text from someone who takes you for granted, it's going to feel like your chest is on fire. But if you can push through that discomfort, something magical happens. You start to feel free. Free from the opinions of people who don't matter. Free from the drama that drains your soul. Free from the exhausting performance of trying to be liked by everyone. So here's your choice. You can close this video and go back to being available for everyone who doesn't value you. Or you can start today, right now, protecting your peace like your life depends on it. Because in a way, it does. Your silence is not weakness. Your silence is power. And true power doesn't need to announce itself. It's just there, unbothered, untouchable, unshaken. That's who you're becoming. And the loudest statement you'll ever make is the one you choose not to say at all.